started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected.
Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that 1st down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on 1st down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards? 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This this defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
Here we go.
Quick completion on the out. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
42 Spider.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Got a man, it's Clemens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hankerson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in, it's Walker. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw for it. Fires left. He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on it.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
29 Philly.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. He'll toss it. Past the first down marker and still running. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. The give to the left side. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The throw to the outside is complete. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He's got him in the flat. And the catch and for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking downfield on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run play action. Throws to the back. He makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man on the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll try the run. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense
had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the This offense is feeling it.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the 8 yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look. You're blindside, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set. Green 25.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Going downfield for the big play. In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. We've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Real smart play, great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
22 Spider.
Zings it complete to the
job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Wells. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Beavers will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Evans. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Out of the shotgun on third down. Steps away to find some room. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
drive will come from their own 32. He'll do it himself. Not much running room here thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking for a gap. It's Hankerson. Shakes off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He'll keep it himself. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Murphy. Slips away. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Clemens. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Oregon State. And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's got it for the two-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Right on the money. Powers through the defender. Turns it on in midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The short hands, it's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there. Every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Racing down the left side. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Beavers! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Penn State. We will circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28. The give to the tailback. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game.
There he goes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short.